Hey Grandma, this is the final sanction of the Tardis, the final regeneration, changes, and makeover of everything that I've been working on. Hope you like it, and I hope you enjoy. Geronimo. Sorry about that, Grandma. Just had to do a little changeover of camera controls. So this is the Tardis entrance. There's the console room itself. There's a cane that is actually an ancient cane from my past. There's the elder staff in all its glory. There's my guitars. And then here is all my collectibles. That's from Fan Expo, Fan Expo, Fan Expo, Fan Expo, Fan Expo. And I will get closer ups on those. Just give me 2 seconds. Just get a nice little look over the console hallway. I'll grab here to clean up the blood from a battle I had. That's from this year's Fan Expo. Actually, that's the current Fan Expo bag. And then there's the doorway out. Here's some close-ups on some of the figurines, like this thing here. It's a Dalek set. It actually has the Dalek on the inside evolving. Quote the words, evolving Dalek sec. This is the box that the Tardis topper came in. There's the Assassin's Creed Connor's Last Breath, and there's a shrunken head that just sort of sits on there, and a Mockingjay pin. There's Ezio's mentor or stand. There's my Avengers. Some stands in that. It's another ornament. There's a Sonic in its packaging. There's some coffee mugs I've gained from traveling in time and space. I now use a Keurig that you'll see in the later. That's actually signed by both Crow, the voice of Crow, and by Edward Elric. There's my Twilight. There's my wallet that currently is collectible. This is a paintable Tardis, and just sorry about that, Grandma. Yeah, this is David Tennant in a vinyl collectible limited edition figurine. There's an Overwatch figurine. There's my lantern. There's my Tardis. And then we'll start with, let's say, the bathroom first, because the bathroom is a tad bit easier to do because, well, it's not so... Now I do leave this light on here, this light right here, on when I'm not in the Tardis. It helps circulate the air flow in that. If you hear sneezing, it's just my support sneezing on the hallway. This is all cleaned today on the 18th of December. I'm videotaping this on the December 18th. There's all my cleaning, or my hygiene stuff. This is a really cool piece of hardware. It actually slides all the way down the shaft to there, as I can demonstrate, I think. It can like slide down. It's easier when it's used because it sort of goes down. Yeah, so. Yep. And then this is my cleaning supplies and toiletries. This is my hectic health cabinet. Yep. Then there's my my two jackets. And then there's some of my more wearable when I'm not really being seen. And then this is how big my bathroom is. Yeah, that's how big it is. Yep, cool, eh? So yeah, we're going to turn that back on. And then we're going to come into the bedroom, which has been remade and remastered. And these are some of my many awards. My Fan Expo. This was my first signature ever of 2012. 2013. Cool. Let's zoom in a bit. There. That's then there's 2014, 2016. Don't think the year's on there though. Oh wait. 2016, then 2015. Oh yeah, there's the date there. 2015, 2016. And then here's my new bedroom. The piano is there. It's just being used as a lesson trainer because I'm learning piano now. Oh wait, I gotta pause that for a second. Pause. Sorry about that, Grandma. I just had to put something down quickly. There is my bedroom from one angle. What's chilling here? This is my my dresser. I put all my ties on. Quote the tie I'm currently wearing. And there's my collectibles here. Here's all my collectibles. Wish you could be here to see this in your in-person, Grandma, but this will have to do. And there's a painting I did there. And then here is my closet. Make sure I don't trip over anything. Here's my closet. I can actually open that up for you and show you how grand it is. It's a bit of a mess, but meh, what isn't a guy's closet mess? There's all my jackets and that. My dress clothes, and we'll seal it up nice and easy. Yeah, so, and then there's some more collectibles I've gained and all that. There's Living with Wolves, which is the best documentary in the world. Think Before Running. Let's Think Before Running, and that's my that's a horses on there, but you can't see them because it's too dark. These are some of my family walls. Which would take me forever just to film. Oh, this is my dresser, which is fantastic. And this is some of the socks. These are pretty cool because they're actually Grippy socks from Sky Zone. That's a little bouncy thing, like jumping castle thing that I went to in Kitchener. And there's yeah. So we're going to show you, well, I'm going to show you how big my room is for my TV. If you're screaming, that's just my neighbors. That's my bed. Sleep there every night. This is the green chair that I refuse to get rid of. And then there's the alchemic set here. Alchemy set. Some photos. That's a good photo there of me. And then there's my chess set, which is missing a few pieces, but me. There's my clock and my power. There's some of this. There's some of that. Now I'm going to get you right up close with this, because this is Can You Find the 15 Wolves? Well, can you find the 15 wolves? There's 15 wolves in there. I want to give you a grand tour of the Tardis bedroom. This is how big it is now, Grandma. A lot of people say it's much more better this way. So now we're going to go check out the... Actually, yeah, we're going to go check out the console room. We'll do a nice little push open and do a nice little back shot. This is the console room, the most precious, time-kept room in all history. Literally. That's the solar sail. There's a lot of collectibles. There's some here. Signed by Adam West. West and Burt Ward. I would show you that better, but it's really hard to do because you don't have proper lighting. Actually, I do. See, almost a signature. And then there's all my collectibles there, and some. I have 2 signatures by Full Metal. Here's my entertainment unit, PS4 unit, with Ruby's Volume 1, DVD and Blu-ray, and then there's Volumes 2 and 3. And then there's a show I was watching called Miraculous Ladybug and Cat Noir. I'm watching episode 24. Apparently that's when they first start out. There's a little... This is my new Sonic. Newest Sonic to come to the Tardis. And just, it goes up, goes down. Yeah, so, yep. There's some more. There's the exploding Tardis. My signature from Amelia Pond. And then it's back on. Oh, this does a nifty thing, Grandma. It actually, if I move the bow tie, does a pretty cool thing. Turns on and then materializes. Powered by batteries. Yeah, not cheap. And then there's the Ring of Power, the most mightiest ring in all time space, secured by a phone, it's Bluetooth on there. And then there's all my collectibles. I think the light will work on this one. That's my Tracer figurine, my Full Metal Alchemist collection, and my Tom Baker picture. You may remember that. I got really upset about that. There's my Sonic screwdriver, my Twilight pictures, my Batman, Star Wars. And then there's my Darth Vader helmet. What was I gonna say? I cracked my shoulder. And then there's River Songs and Missy's. River Song said, "You and me, time and space. You watch us run, me and the Doctor." And then she signed it there. Alex Kingston signed it. And then Missy said, "Hey Missy, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey Missy," and signed it. My 2 pens, my original Sonic, my Sonic glasses, my fob watch, my Daleks, my 12 Doctors, which you just saw over there, and War Doctor, fob watch. This is some Davros stuff. Oh, sorry. That's my finger, if you were wondering what that was. Some artwork from Assassin's Creed. There's the Assassin's Creed logos. Yeah, so there's my... Yep. Oh, yeah, you want to see the whole living room? Here is my whole living room. Fireplace included. And I'll get around to the fireplace eventually. There's all 3 Doctors, 7th, 8th, and 9th. There's my Ruby Ball, which I'm not going to get close up, although I will show you my favorite cosplay that I got. That's like my number 1 favorite cosplay. Actually, just so I can show you that. And there you go. And then this is the Lazy Boy that I got from Grandpa for an early Christmas gift. There's from my Lazy Boy, my kitchen, my tree. Actually, that reminds me, I gotta pause this and turn on my tree quickly. So I'm gonna pause it. Sorry about that, Grandma. There's some Doctor Who stuff. There's my plant. There's my ready to go for Ruby figurines boxes. There's some collectibles, some collectible adventures. There's my time limit at Sky Zone. And yeah. There's my console units, which which I can use time and space for. There's my kitchen. Some signatures. I met Stanley again. Got my own signature. Met Matt Smith. Met this guy. Got my mom's picture framed properly. There's my computer that I write my stuff on. There's my Keurig, my hot plate, my toaster oven, microwave, and fridge and freezer. Then these are some cool. This was drawn by my foster brother Gabriel. And then these were. Here's my picture of my doctor. You're getting one of these soon for Christmas, which I hope you'll enjoy. There's my work boots and there's outside my door. My walking cane, or not walking cane, my walking staff. There's Trevor Birch. I met the mayor. There's my other family. I forgot to get them photoed. There's my whiteboard. There's the first two Doctor Who experiences. Second two. And then there's Tracer. That's the figurine you saw. Her name's Tracer. And then my dishes. My kitchen. And I'll give you a shot from my refrigerator. Truly how big my living room truly is. Yeah, so if you hear a bunch of movements and that's upstairs. I can't control that. This is my Matt Smith signature. My mom's drawing. My Stanley signature. And then this is my Christmas tree. This is my Christmas tree here, Grandma, with a Tardis topper that actually materializes when you look at it. This changes color. This changes color right about now. It just changed to blue. And there's some Daleks lights and Tardis lights. There's Superman and Batman. Batman. And then Ezio's right here ready to attack the door if anyone comes in. And then this is my fireplace. Look, Grandma, I did it. I finally got my fireplace. It's been here for a few months, but you'll never be able to come see it because, well, frankly, the stairs aren't really on your favor. Here's some of my photos. My family. There's a picture of you and Grandpa. My sister. My brother. Well, frankly, that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed yourself and have a great day. See you around.